Mr. Cow's presidential grilled cheese sandwiches. These sandwiches were elected by the people to serve your taste buds.
10 seconds.
Catch you on the flap side.
And we get a monster check, please.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
7 WEOB, The Asylum.
You're right. Let's stick to the plan and get these guys to the safe house.
Hey out there, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. Well, here we are again on Thanksgiving Day. Last year I did the Loud House Thanksgiving, and that one was kind of a mix toward me. And I decided to actually review an episode that's around food, because I didn't find too much about Thanksgiving and try to look for another episode that had to do with Thanksgiving. Now there was one promoted video that was created by Nickelodeon's YouTube channel, but somehow there was not much to talk about that. It's called Thanksgiving Seating Arrangement Trouble. And that video just talks about the Louds arranging about where they should sit at the table. And that wasn't gonna do me any no good. Had to do with something with cook, food, or feast. And speaking of that, feast or family. The 44th episode of season 4 of The Loud House, and above all, the 193 episode. This is something I really enjoy, but then on the other half, I kind of hate. Maybe that's much too strong a word to say. There's a little bit of annoyance in this one. Considering the fact that this episode has something to do with Luan and Lynn Senior, let's find out what they're cooking and bringing onto the table. Today's Loud House episode was requested by the movie guru, Lucas Awesome, Eggplant Parm 123, and Lance Proxia.
Dear God, don't let this bird taste like a shoe like it did last year.
You dick!
What's that smell?
Oh, I just put on a fresh coat. I have a few things decomposing. Just airing out the dogs.
Humans are disgusting.
Okay. Well, it's not Lenny's nails or rotting flesh. It's definitely not feet.
Excuse me.
This smell is divine. Huh? Oh, no.
Seriously, who does Lynn think he is? Peter Pan, or is he high like Granddad from the Boondocks?
Boom, bam, boom, bam, revolution!
But no, he smells something from the kitchen where Luan is actually in.
Luana Banana, it's you?
Oh, hey, Dad.
Is that a Monte Cristo sandwich on brioche?
I messed it up. It's supposed to be on bread.
No! Oh, no, brioche is bread. It's French.
Next time, try to explain it a little bit more detail into it so she understands what the fuck that word means. And you're probably, what's the occasion of Luan actually cooking in the kitchen? Well, get a little of this, and this gets really interesting.
We picked electives in school, and I got locked out of my top 2 choices. Advanced punning and to hee-hee or not to hee-hee, the philosophical joke in you. And now I'm stuck taking intro to cooking, and I can't imagine a more boring class.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And I can't imagine a more delicious sandwich.
Stop eating that sandwich and pay attention to what your daughter is telling you.
Luan, you have some real talent.
Really? I don't know much about food. Comedy is more my bread and butter. Get it?
Shut the fuck up.
Cooking is a lot like comedy. A balance of creativity and performance. Just give me a chance to show you how much fun cooking can be. It's always been my dream to share my passion with one of you kids.
What do you have to lose?
You know, I would go and criticize Mr. Coconuts on this subject, but I'll save that for later. Because I know several people out there who don't even like this character now. So Lynn, Luan, and Mr. Coconuts, prepare to cook.
Now, let's see that syllabus. Ah, yes. First assignment, eggs. The versatile rock star of the food world. You can boil them, poach them, fry them, sure them, quiche them, scotch them, benedict them.
I've eaten them boiled, I've eaten them fried, poached and shirred and deviled and scrambled, omelets, schmommelets, coddled and frambled.
Oh.
And always remember, it's okay to yoke around in the kitchen. Ba-da-da-da. No, I go.
They're over easy.
There it is.
There it is.
I knew I'd get you to crack a smile. Go ahead, give it a fry.
You know, there's an actual recipe I can make. I can actually make green eggs and ham due to the Dr. Seuss recipe book. I know some things I can make from that book, and I can actually make some things from the actual Disney cookbook. I actually am loving what I'm actually seeing here with Lynn Senior and Luan. It almost feels like it's the start of the episode of Home of the Fave again. But this time it actually goes a little bit more further in the episode with Luan and Lynn Senior.
So, how'd I do?
You know, I would possibly go and make an egg joke about how the way his face is there. The biggest complaint that I'm still itching and scratching my brain at is how in the hell does Homer Simpson know how to draw himself perfectly? That's something I really don't get, how they know what they look like. Because normally when a cartoon character tries to sketch themselves out, they kind of look fugly, like you would see in Sleuth or Consequences. But anyways.
Wow, honey, impressive knife work. Swift, but safe.
Whoa!
Watch and learn.
Hold on there. A good chef always inspects her crudité platter. It's finger food. Get it?
You know, it's funny that we normally do finger food at the Super Bowl games or New Year's Eve. Sometimes I can actually serve real finger food at a Halloween party.
Well, aren't you a fun guy?
Thank you, and that joke never gets old for me.
Finish the lava cake.
Well, it's got the 4 C's of a great cake. Chocolate, 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 and creativity.
You know, something about that lava cake kind of feels a little inappropriate when I'm looking at it this way. It kind of reminds me of a cartoon from Tom and Jerry that kind of had a dirty adult joke into it. I don't know the cartoon, but I can actually show a small wee bit of a clip of it. And trust me, it's disturbing.
Honey, how much baking powder did you use?
Oh, I'm not sure. You made a pun and I got distracted.
It's gonna blow!
Oh no. Sorry, Dad.
No, Luan, I lava it. Happy accidents in the kitchen are part of the fun.
That's okay. I know it's scary.
Yeah, do you see what I'm talking about here?
Okay. So, anyway.
Lynn and Luan are still cooking in the kitchen for one final exam.
First I cut off their heads and I pull out their bones. Ah mais oui, ça c'est toujours délicieux.
Oh, you bet the hell not.
Final exam. Cooking dinner for 10 or more people.
Oh, an entire dinner. That seems intense.
You know, something I actually noticed when Luan actually said that. Do you realize in most episodes that you don't actually see Luan actually cooking anything? I mean, you do see the other siblings actually cooking, but you never see Luan actually cook something. I mean, in the greenhouse, we see her with all those banana pies in the kitchen, but we don't see her actually making them. And just like we don't see her making a single dish in Fed Up, but we see the others do their dishes. Did anybody else even notice that? Well, let's see what they're cooking for dinner.
The best part of being a chef is bringing others joy with your food, and I've got the perfect dish.
Pasta, clams, butter. Geo! Dad, we can't cook our hamster.
I hear barbecue hamster tastes really good.
Oh no, get out of here!
I'm getting hungry.
Oh, calm your pits, Barbie. You got fresh cow on the wall. Why don't you eat that shit? Okay, let's see what Luan's got.
Okay, What you have in front of you is Dad's famous linguine and clams. It's prepared al dente in a beurre blanc sauce and finished with just a hint of parsley. Bon appetit.
What are you looking at, butthead?
I find that a bit disturbing about two males actually kissing. Cat dog mixing with Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, you crushed it!
Just leave your troubles at the door, leave your worries behind. Leave the rest up to me, you're gonna like what you find. I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time. Party time, it's party time. Everybody.
We're right, Dad. Seeing those empty plates and happy faces is making me feel so warm.
Oh, honey, that might be because the oven's still on.
Idiot, you should never ever keep the stove on.
No, I mean it. That felt almost as good as getting a big laugh on stage. I'm kind of bummed my elective is over. I've had so much fun cooking with you, Dad.
You know, I actually love the bondage between Luan and Lynn here, but what about Lincoln? Does the dad even show too much bondage toward his son besides ratting him out and almost blaming everything on him? Why can't I see a good bondage between him and Lincoln like this way?
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, because the fun doesn't have to end.
Lynn and Luan's table?
Yeah, that's right, honey. I want you to carry on the Loud legacy and take over the restaurant someday.
Uh-oh, and now I sense where this is all going downhill now. And everybody should know it, too. It's not hard to spot a downside in the episode.
Oh, I can see it now. You and me taking the restaurant world by storm. Cracking jokes and yolks, making puns and buns.
Ugh, the stuff they're getting away with on kids shows these days.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's happening. This might be the happiest moment of my life.
Here's where we enter a gray area.
Oh, get in here, you big dummy.
A-hole.
Whoa, I never noticed that Luan actually wears one of those. Normally Lola wears them. Okay, and so does Lenny too. But Luan, I'd never seen her actually wear it before. Mother of God, that face. And look at that fucked up toe she's got.
I thought we made a roommate pact. I don't dip your hand in warm water while you're sleeping and you don't play your gong after 10 p.m.
Oh! Luan dips Luna's hand in warm water? Oh, so I guess Luna is a bedwetter. Did Luan take serious lessons from Duncan from Total Drama Island?
Oh, gross, it works! Dude peed his pants!
Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
But somewhat, it wasn't Luna.
Dad, what are you doing? Maybe he's sleep-goning.
There's no such thing as sleep-goning. And plus, he's not even in his pajamas.
A good chef rises early to source the freshest ingredients.
But it's
fun, right? All good practice for when you take over the restaurant. Wait till you meet our fish lady. You're gonna love her.
Oh.
Actually, this is gonna be a long trip.
Uh-oh, here comes one of the parts that really bothers me. And the chef never rises too early at 4 o'clock in the frickin' morning. Hell, I rise at 7 or 7:30 a.m. to make my family their big breakfast. Oh my gosh, Luan is still in her PJs at this time of the day? Oh well, I see a lot of weird people at Walmart still in their PJs and looking like they're in drags. And there was this one guy who I went Black Friday shopping with time last year, and those were not shorts, those were boxer shorts. Yeah, that fat fuck wasn't fooling anybody that day, not even me.
Whoa, you got a big ass!
Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff, Deb.
Nemo is no more. Smell.
Grab a sniff of the ocean, Luan.
Jesus! I mean, Judas Priest! This dad is really pushing his boundaries toward his daughter. It's just like he's forcing her. Almost like in Can't Hardly Wait. Of course, somewhat, that was a little bit of a mixed bag for me.
Samplers, a basket of liver and onion rings, a catch of the day, and a steak cut in the shape of a trout. You got all that, honey?
3 liquors wearing pants, plate of hot air, basket of grandma's breakfast, and change the bowl to a gill. Got it.
Fluffier! Frothier! Fluffier!
Don't yell at me!
By God, did anyone else see the look on Luan's face when he shouts at her? And is it just me, or does something seem a little bit off about the dad?
Oh, we sure do. Honey, this sauce is amazing. I think we found ourselves a new menu item. But hang on, I gotta call my sauce guy. Hey, Mikey Marinara!
God, are you
You're
still
never gonna
talking?
believe what my...
But as much as some things can't even get batshit more even crazier, the dad actually shows up at Luan's school. Yeah, he's definitely gonna make a scene just like he did in Ghosted. Now I understand how Max feels about his dad.
Hi, everybody!
Please, would you stop screaming?
I brought lunch!
But I already have lunch.
Oh, you can't be eating basic PB&Js. If you're gonna take over the restaurant, you need to work on refining your palate. Okay, I got Limburger cheese.
Did that girl just puke like a stupid son of a bitch?
Gross.
A main course of beef bourguignon.
Chill the fuck out!
Kill me, just kill me now.
Just kill me now!
He has a point.
And don't worry, I brought dessert. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's baked Alaska. Well, almost.
What are you doing?
My life would be a total living hell if I was stuck with this guy.
I want to die.
No homo!
Now we come back to the Loud House with Luan on her bed.
Oh, Mr. Coconuts, keep this between us, but I don't want to cook anymore. Dad's kind of taking all the fun out of it, and I don't know how to tell him that. He's just so happy, you know?
Does it even ever occur to Luan that she could actually tell somebody else besides her dummy Mr. Coconuts? I mean, honestly, you could have a chat with Luan, Lori, hell, maybe even Lincoln. You don't have to talk with Mr. Coconuts all the damn time. There are times Luan needs to interact with her siblings instead of her dummy all the time. But luckily, he's not around.
Mr. Coconuts? Lincoln, have you seen this funny man? 2 feet tall, orange hair, has a real ear for punchlines.
I know Mr. Coconuts, Luan, but sorry, don't know where he is.
Does that outfit on Lincoln look so familiar to a certain famous character we all know and love?
Reach for the sky!
Now listen here, you little bitch. I'm gonna ask you some real simple questions and I want some real simple answers.
So, you haven't seen him, and you also have a poo-poo.
I don't know why. I love Lily's face that way. It's like she's being innocent and scared at the same time, while also playing it serious. But here's where the ice-breaking moment actually comes between Lynn and Luan. And this is also one of my favorite parts as well, too.
Oh, honey, relax. Mr. Coconuts is fine. Yeah, I put him into storage.
Wait, why would you do that?
We were desperate.
You were in on this?
Luan, when I decided to dedicate my life to food, I didn't touch a cowbell for months. Comedy can wait. You need to focus on cooking if you're going to take over the restaurant.
Dad!
Of course, first you're going to have to attend the Culinary Institute of Michigan, but someone with your talent should breeze right through.
Dad!
Ooh, look at that face.
Did anyone ever tell you you're kind of cute when you're angry?
After that, it's on to an apprenticeship. Maybe you can go somewhere fun like Paris. Oh, or Kansas City. I heard they're doing great stuff with ribs down there. But after that, you can take over...
Not taking over the restaurant!
I just love how her face goes completely red, just like Lincoln and Lola's face did.
Paris. Oh, or Kansas City. I heard they're doing great stuff with ribs down there. But after that, you can take over...
Not taking over the restaurant! Not taking over the restaurant!
Oh, don't give me that look. I was just helping to nurture Luan's talent.
Okay, seriously, I can't even tell if that fucking thing is even alive or it just moved like it was an animate object and not a person. And you know something about Lynn's character? It's like the writers don't even know what the fuck they even want this guy to be. I know he likes cooking and I know he likes cowbell, and he does love 11 of his children and wants to keep them safe and protected. Well, that changed the thing as soon as no such luck actually came by. Honestly, just give us a character of what you want this guy to really be and not make us feel like we hate this guy. Oh yeah, and he's not the only thing on that boat rockin'. Rita has the same problem as well too. But I'll talk about her another time. when it comes to an episode that's around her.
Oh, you're right. What have I done? I need to fix this.
I love that cute, sad look on Luan's face. But look at the picture. She's got freckles. Since when has freckles become a thing on Luan's face? So anyway, Lynn Senior comes in with his apology apple turnovers, which I can get myself at McDonald's.
Come in, I guess.
I made apology apple turnovers.
They're underbaked.
Ooh, ouch.
I deserve that. But I had a long talk with my new sous chef and realized something. I kind of took the fun out of cooking by laying on the pressure a little too thick.
You think?
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
It wasn't fair of me to force my dreams onto you, sweetie. It's just, none of you guys have ever taken an interest in my passion. I got carried away. Let's just forget about the restaurant for now.
You were excited, Dad. I get it. Apology apple turnovers accepted. Now how about you and me tag team a family dinner tonight?
I promise to be a fun guy and not a pressure cooker.
I seriously doubt it.
So with Lynn Senior and Luan, they actually make up and head downstairs into the kitchen. And guess who's the new chef member?
Meet the newest member of the Loud Cooking family.
Oh! Called it!
Oh,
for the love of God!
please.
Are you serious?
Are you shitting me?
Yep, believe it or not, it's Mr. Coconuts.
He came highly recommended.
And I can really dice and slice.
Where's Woody the Woodpecker when I need him?
Imagine that for an hour and a half.
Shall we get back to having fun? I think we make a great pair.
You better believe it.
Feast or family? Okay, so this episode has some pros and it has some cons, which frankly, the movie guru actually explained some parts about that. Let me just start off with the pro. The relationship between Luan and Lynn Senior. This is something that kind of reminded me a bit of Home of the Fave when it was in the very beginning when they were in the grocery store and Lola was getting annoyed by it. This is what this kind of reminds me a bit of. Only it goes longer in this one. And Luan's skills in culinary, that is something new and fresh. Because there was an actual time where I really enjoyed cooking class a lot. But with Luan here, I love how the fact how she's trying something new in school, like she did in Stage Fright when she went to drama. So she's definitely not all about joking and gags. There's so much more they can actually do with her. And another pro I actually like about this episode was Luan when she erupted in the very end when she got really mad and told her dad that she was not taking over the restaurant. That's funny and it's cute to me. Of her face turning red and she saying that I'm not taking over the restaurant. And speaking about that, that's where the huge con comes into this episode. And that is with Lynn Senior pushing his limits toward Luan of teaching her more cooking skills so he can have her take over the restaurant, or at least work at the restaurant. Things just come off so repetitive. At first he was real lighthearted with Luan of teaching her how to cook, but when it came to the second act, he really pushed her. And the writers didn't need to have to shove this down our throats. And you know, there's actually something I noticed about the episode too. Lynn Senior was kind of out of character in this episode. Like as I said before, in just one day of teaching Luan how to cooking, the next day, he's actually getting her to take over the restaurant. Oh yeah, you heard me clearly. For one whole day, he just taught her, and then the next day, he just goes fucking bonkers. I mean, sure, Lynn Senior actually loves cooking, but he doesn't have to force Luan to take over his role in about a day after when he got done teaching her. Just give her a few months. I mean, she just enrolled it for just culinary class. Especially when I don't even like so much of these plots when they're making the characters so stupid. And another con about this episode, dude, is Mr. Coconuts. Okay, so I do like the character, but I don't like him a lot. But there are some times where he doesn't need to be around Luan every single time in every episode. You could just really have Luan play it out on her own without the dummy. I mean, he wasn't in Head Poet's Anxiety, or Funny Business for that matter. Okay, maybe he was a little bit in Head Poet's Anxiety, but at least it kept the story focused on Lucy and Luan. But I will give credit if the writers actually did make this a jealous plot. I can actually see this episode with Lynn Senior actually being sick or injured, and then it would be centered around Luan trying her culinary skills out, and she'd be cooking dinner for the family. And she so much would enjoy it that she starts getting attached to it and starts making dinner for the family every night. And then Lynn Senior gets jealous. Because I always wanted to see a jealous plot with either Lynn Senior or Rita. And as much as I'm entitled to my own opinion, and along with everybody else's opinion, what they say about this or that episode, there are things I can actually really enjoy about this episode and just kind of overlook it to see what things could have been better at this scene or that scene. But need to do something about Lynn Senior's character, because so many fans and people find this character an unlikable dad. Me, I'm not too sure about it once I get to the editorial on him and Rita. But let us all live one day at a time. I'm the Loud House Critic, and it's time for me to get my feast on for Thanksgiving.
Eat it! Eat the goddamn turkey! Eat the turkey!
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove. It's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
Two different families, yet so much in common.
The loudness, the chaos, but we'll just keep drumming.
Together it's better when we're in harmony. For Bobby and Lori, our hearts were once breaking.
But now we're together, it's memories we're making.
It's amigos nuevos, that's you.
And you.
And you, and you, and you, and me. Thanksgiving fiesta. Aquí. You betcha.
Will somebody save me the beak?
Yeah. Grateful for todo. Agradecido means I'm grateful for it all. Grateful.